Nazmul,
Yeah,
okay. Let's go. Let's practice. Nazmul is beginner, okay? Maria, yeah, he's doing great job. Okay, Nazmul. Nazmul, free.
yes, yes.
Feel free. Feel
I'm
free.
beginner. Yeah,
hmm Feel free to develop
yeah.
your English. Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Just I share with you now what I do every day. Just I'm trying read some things, at least one blog, travel blog or
hmm
food blog. Anything it's loudly, and another I do every day. I listen podcast and I practiced to improve my pronunciation nowadays.
hmm
And just I join these types of conversation where I share my culture as well, my opinion in free space, like online space. That's it.
hmm Okay. Just a moment, guys. Please,
Yeah,
Anita.
yeah. Just
Please, Anita.
I
Go on.
have a
Go
question
on.
to Mari. I have a question for Mari.
Okay.
Yeah, as a beginner, as you know, I am a beginner. So, what is my first step? What should I focus as a first step to improve my pronunciation?
Okay, so if you look at the real life of you growing up as a child, what do you learn first in your language? Words. You listen to your parents or who around you, and you listen and you hear what they say and you try to mimic what they say, to imitate what they say. So your words, your vocabulary, this is where you start
hmm
by listening and repeating what you hear. And then you start listening more, and then you catch up with sentences. So you start small sentences. Okay. So you
Yeah,
build your vocabulary. That's the very
hmm
first. Build your
hmm
vocabulary. Listen. You have to
hmm
balance those focus skills. You're listening, speaking. I do not do writing with beginners. So it's more listening and speaking, because this is how you start as a child, from listening, and then you speak, you say what you hear.
hmm
Yes.
yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
Also
Sarah,
on listening.
please. I will start to share screen. Okay, Sarah, please.
Okay, yeah.
Sarah, please. Let's talk about culture, guys. Sarah,
Mhm.
please put your phone horizontal. Horizontal.
Okay, yeah.
I will share screen. Okay. Let's go
Mm-hmm.
to Caribbean now. Describe your country, please, Marie.
Oh, my country is a
Yeah,
little
beautiful, by the
island.
way. Uh-huh.
Very beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Yes, my background, of course. Um,
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, amazing
yes.
background. Uh-huh.
We only have two seasons, which is the wet season and the dry season. Right now, we are in the wet season, which is the hurricane season,
Uh-huh.
which is between I think it's July to October, I think. But nowadays it doesn't, because sometimes a hurricane only hits us in the beginning of September. But we
Mm-hmm.
had one recently. Um, we depend a lot on tourism for an income, our country. We have a lot of farmland, but then the government don't use it. They don't support the farmers. We can afford to live on our own land,
Mm-hmm.
grow our own food and live a healthy life. But
Uh-huh.
apparently we have to depend on the
Amazing.
tourists, because this is what the government wants us to do, and we are using most of our beaches for hotels. And then they say to us, you know what, we cannot access the front of the hotels, which is the beaches, which is public.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have a cultural language, and we celebrate that every October, the last Sunday in October, which is French Creole. This is where it was mostly our ancestors who used that language, our older people. So you find most of the people who live on plantations who speak the language very well, which is our grandparents and our great grandparents. They
Mm-hmm.
speak French Creole. It's like, if I were to say, how are you in it, I would like, comment ye. It sounds so strange, yes. But mind you, the language is very harsh if you were to insult somebody with it. That is why we do not really teach the language at schools, although they encourage it, because they're saying that if it is taught at schools, then the kids would mix the two languages together, English and the French Creole, which is not going to sound good. Yes. So we find most of the kids who live on plantations who speak the language. Those who live in the town, they are more into the English. They don't know much of the language because it's more people on the plantations like myself. We learn it from our grandparents. So we do not teach it on the island. We don't. It's just taught naturally through our older folks. Yes.
Guys, okay, keep it up, please, keep it up.
Yes, that cultural festival is at the end of October, the last week in October, for Creole, where they sell all our Creole foods, foods that we plant on our own lands, and also, well, the farmers, the fishermen, they come in and they prepare our local meals. We have our national dish, which is the banana and saltfish, the green banana. And we have a saltfish stew on that. And what else? We have so much. We have the breadfruit, the plantain. We have so much. There is so much to name from. But then we haven't had that in like 2 years, really, the festival. It hasn't been that much of something that's recognized, which is supposed to be, or where we expose a lot of the older people, our ancestors, like the Araks, the Caribs, what they used, the instruments that they used, the way they created their tools. We had all of that. The things that people used long ago, which we don't have now. People are using more advanced stuff, you know. So it's a festival that we look forward to every year, but it is dying out, really, I must say. Because of the tourist industry, we have to accommodate for these people. We have to focus more on them because they're the one bringing in the income to take care of us. Yes, really.
What about the situation about this COVID-19?
Oh, COVID-19. We were on a lockdown like everybody else. That was like in January. No, it was in November, December, we had a lockdown. I ran from it. So I was not sure what it was like in my country. I went to another island, but there was another lockdown also. The Caribbean was experiencing the same lockdown where we couldn't go anywhere, really. And if we were to go to the supermarkets, we would go according to our surname. They would have a day for everybody according to your surname to go shopping. And our borders were closed, yes, but there were still people coming in. For some reason, it was not done fairly. And they had to allow locals to come back home when they needed to. They had to. But right now, they are convincing us to take the vaccine, but a lot of us don't see the need to because we live a healthy life. We eat a lot of our land, food from our land, and we barely get sick. Well, a lot of people have cancer and those things, but we find that people in the Caribbean, their foods keep them, you know, at a level that, you know, they're not always sick. You know, if not the junk food that we buy, which is imported. So we are, again, taking the vaccine, a lot of us, because we believe we don't need it, you know, and we have some people who have taken it and they have died because they have taken it. So they cannot make it mandatory to us because it doesn't look, you know, I don't think it can be ready, but they are trying to have us to take it to travel. You know, or if we have to travel, they'll say, okay, if you take the vaccine, you'll not need quarantine, but we don't mind. The quarantine is fine, you know? So, yes.
Oh, Anita? Anita? Anita,
Yes.
want to say something?
I don't know.
Are you impressed about this?
What about about my
about her
country
speech
or
about
about
Caribbean. Oh, I
yeah.
forgot to ask you, Marie.
Yes.
Classical question, okay? Do you love coffee as we do?
Coffee.
Coffee?
This is something I try not to drink too much because I can be addicted to it.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
don't drink coffee. I
Oh,
don't.
you don't ever drink coffee?
I like it. I like it. If somebody offer me coffee, I'll take it. But if I have to take it as a habit, I will not do it. I
Oh, yeah.
don't have coffee at home. I'll only have
You
it.
think you'll be addicted too? Wow.
Yeah, I love coffee. It's nice. I love it. I don't want to be addicted. I don't know
Anita and
why.
we are coffee lovers.
Oh.
I ask my guests all the time here, do you love coffee as we do? Please say yes. But you drink tea, right? You drink a tea. You drink a tea? No. What kind of drinks do you drink? Tea, juice?
Tea. Well, I like my tea, although I don't like it hot because of the weather. Oh, it's the weather and hot tea don't mix. So I like tea. I like to drink tea. I'm trying to encourage myself because I don't like liquids, too much liquids at once. I don't. But while I teach English, I sit. Pardon?
I drink 3 types of tea, you know.
Yes.
3 types. Okay. Wanna share more culture? Are you having problem? Maury having problem?
I'm here.
Okay. You are responding messages.
Oh yeah. I was just
okay. Let's go, Nazmul. Let's talk about your culture, please. Favorite dishes, drinks, coffee. Do you love coffee? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, like Mary, I love coffee. However, when someone offers me, then I drink it. However, I don't make it for myself, or I don't buy it yet for myself. So in Bangladesh, you know, it's a South Asian or country. So here, most of the people take tea. They take tea, lots of tea, like that a day 5 times or 6 times or 7, 8 times, more and more. I like tea. However, I don't too much to drink tea in a day or in a week. When I visit my client office or I just go my relative homes, that times I take it. When I feel just I have to now take tea or a little bit of refreshment, then I make it. However, I don't make it as willingly. And we love rice every time, like most of the people eat rice at 3 times in a day. It's morning, lunch, and dinner. So you cannot imagine. Nowadays in the capital city, some peoples or some educated family, they take their breakfast with bread. In nowadays, however, our traditional food is rice. In always they take rice, and we have no too much travel place, like just one sea beach, and is on site is the hilarious. That's a very nice place. I think so. Just a little bit tourist spot here, and living cost is expensive here in the capital city. When I go out from my capital city, then I think it's cheap for me. It's cheap for me. However, day by day in capital city of Bangladesh, the living cost is very expensive. and most of the peoples are illiteracy here. When they learn anything, they cannot deep and they cannot imagine what they are learn. And you know, my surrounding areas and all whole day I speak my native language. So I have no any scope to speak in English or to learn in English when I'm just willing. However, when I work in my office, that's all written things or all my tasks are in English. I have to do. Okay. So, however,
Mm.
I have no scope for speaking. I speak in my native language and I read, I write in my office or my study purpose, anything, all are in English.
Mhm. Okay. Let's go to Poland, Anita. Things to do in Krakow. Show us what you got, Anita. Anita, can you hear? Unmute yourself, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
No
exactly.
problem. Things to do in Krakow, Anita. Your beautiful country.
Yes, this is one of the largest cities in Poland, and it is also historical one.
Mhm.
And it was, many years ago, it was the capital city of Poland, but now it's Warsaw.
Mhm.
And I listened to Maria with a great interest about her, place she lives.
Mhm.
And it's very different from mine because I live in a moderate climate. We have 4 seasons, which is spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So recently it's a little bit mixed because of climate change.
Mhm.
And we experience an extremely hot summer. A lot of days are very hot and the temperature is over 30. It is not so popular and typical for my country.
Mhm.
Because typical temperature is about 24, average, I'm not sure, maybe about 24, 25 in summer season. But this year it's much more higher.
Mhm.
So, but if I think about it, I love this, variety of the seasons and also the the weather, because I like when it's hot and also, but I also like windy weather and also rainy days, and when it's snow, because it's something I like a lot, of course. But when now it's summertime, so sometimes I'm dreaming about Christmas, which is white in Poland. And, and what else? I live in Katowice. This is my city.
Yeah, I remember Katowice.
And you can see in my background, this is the main part of city.
Which place? Katowice.
Yes.
Katowice, say Katowice.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah. So it is one of the main streets you can walk. There are some historical buildings and more than one. So what about Poland? I can say more. It was very difficult in the past to learn foreign language. I mean, especially West languages like, for example, English or French or something, or maybe Spanish, because
oh yeah, Anita. Maybe Spanish. Ah.
Yeah, maybe Spanish, because it wasn't so popular, and we as a nation, we were isolated from from others, so we couldn't visiting, you know, other countries the way we maybe want to, but it was. I can't say that it was absolutely impossible, but it was difficult, you know, to go somewhere. And of course, there was no internet, so it was really difficult to communicate with the people who speak English, for example. Yes, so we have a great opportunity, and also kids learn English at school, and it is good, and it is very useful for them.
Beautiful.
So in my case, you know, I started, I've been learning English for, I don't know, very intensive, maybe for 3 years. But, and so I fall in love with English. And I like to read. I like to watch movies in original version. That's why, and communicate with people. So that's why I think that it became, I'm passionate about English in general. So that I have no problem with motivation, for example.
Yeah.
And I can watch and read the same thing over and over again. It's no problem for me.
Your motivation was automatically, you know?
Yeah,
having a passion, guys, I think it's
internal,
automatically for us, yeah. Everything we do by passion is easy, okay? To roll, right? Right, Marie? You're mute, you're mute.
Sorry.
Windows 10. Yeah, please. I could hear the sound, Windows 10. Yeah, everything you do by passion is easy to reach, okay, to roll, right? Yeah, Marie. Guys, I'm afraid I have to go because I need to teach Portuguese to my friend from Canada, okay? Let's finish with Marie, please, Marie.
And what shall I say?
Everything you want to share with us, okay? But by the way, do you guys in your country have daylight savings?
What?
Daylight savings. Do you know daylight savings? When it's summer, you have to save energy. You have to forward your clock an hour.
No, we don't have that. No.
Okay. In Poland, they have.
Yeah.
In India, they have too, Sunil?
No, in India, we use the solar panels in order to create extra energy. So we use
Bangladesh,
that.
no? Oh, that's okay. Guys, it was so nice talking to you, okay? Nice to meet you, Marie. Back more times, okay? Feel free to join us anytime, okay? Sunil, Nazmul, and Anita, okay? See you soon, bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
very
It was
much.
great.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much, Tony, Mary, and
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.